Fangirlish. Great to meet you.
Okay.
All right. So, how did you get involved with supporting this film, and what can you tell us about it?
Well, I'm a New Yorker, and I found out what was happening with fracking in Pennsylvania. And Josh, who did this film, did something called Gasland, which was nominated, I'm pretty sure, for an Academy Award, where he documented what was happening in his neighborhood in nearby in Pennsylvania, where now it's pretty famous, where you turn on your taps and the water is on fire and everyone's getting very sick. And at that time, nobody really understood what fracking was, and so because of him and because of that film and Mark Ruffalo and a lot of other activists, I became involved, and I went and saw. He took me to these neighborhoods, and then so then when he did this film, and we know each other now, and so when he did this film, he sent it to me, and I'm in town because of Bernie Sanders, so that worked out nicely because we got a chance to. I can't stay for the film. I already saw it. I hosted it in New York, but I highly recommend it.
Very cool. And obviously the environment's very important for everyone, but what in particular inspires you to get involved with that?
Because fracking means the end of our environment if we don't stop. Methane is much, much more dangerous and to the environment than CO2, for instance. And even when the amount of methane that goes even leaking after, not even at the fracking sites, is very, very bad. So there's no way to really rationalize doing it. And, Hillary Clinton's been selling it all over the world as Secretary of State. So there's a lot of misconceptions about it. But scientists all agree that it's the most pressing. And if we don't stop, not incrementally, but really stop, that it's going to be irretrievable. So this film shows exactly what's going on and explains everything, and I think that there's a lot of money to be made. So this idea that you could have a gateway to, like a bridge to the future that's methane is crazy, because we can't wait that long. We can't have 4 more years of fracking, or 8 more, definitely not 8 more years. So, I think it's very important that people understand it's been a long number of places have outlawed it, but there's still, people who are convinced that there's a lot of money to be made from it, so they're still pushing it. But hopefully people will see this film, which is also about some other stuff.